Hey everyone, it's Sylveria, and today I'm going to show you my World of Warcraft add-ons. Yay! So, I've been using add-ons since Vanilla WoW, which back then, I don't know if anyone remembers, but the only add-on I used was CT Raid, and that was pretty basic. It was basically just raid frames. I don't even think we had raid frames back then. I think if we did, they were obviously terrible, and CT Raid was a must if you're a healer or if you're a raid leader and you want to see if everyone was alive and blah blah blah, all that stuff. So yeah, and I think I got more into using add-ons in Burning Crusade. I think it was when that was almost a necessity to have certain add-ons. Yeah, so I'm gonna get right into showing you what I got. So for starters, unit frames, which honestly I don't remember what these are called. So we're just going to open up the add-on panel, which I use the add-on control panel, and this is actually something I highly recommend because usually you have to log out and enable and unenable and re-enable and blah 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 all your add-ons, which with this add-on, the control panel, you can do it without having to log in or out. So that's really awesome. And before I forget, I actually get my add-ons from Curse, and I use their Curse like profiler add-on app thing where basically you log in and it downloads and installs your add-ons for you. So freaking easy if you are unfamiliar with add-ons and are starting out, or if you're just lazy like me and you just want to do something convenient, just press a button like okay, download, update, install, and it just does it all for you. It's great. And it tells you when you open it, it scans your add-ons and it tells you if your add-ons are out of date or not, or if there's a new update, that kind of thing. It's just really easy to do, and I highly recommend it. But back to what I was talking about. So yeah, this is the add-on control panel. I guess I'll go to the top. Atlas loot. I don't think I even have this updated, but basically it just shows me all of the dungeons and raids and what bosses drop, that kind of thing. Although I think this is like out of date right now or something. And it also shows you like what you can get from crafting, certain collections. It's pretty awesome. It's definitely a good max level add-on, and I've been using that for a while. Auctionator, I guess I'll show that in a minute though. For bags, I use Bagnon, which I think I actually had somebody recommend that to me in a comment on one of my videos, and it's pretty awesome. It basically puts all your bags into one slot. You can search for something in your bag. It's really handy, and it does that for your bank bags also. And bartender, that's what I use for my bars. They're down here. They're really customizable. I love them. This is just kind of how I have it set up. There's really no rhyme or reason to it. But yeah, love them. There was another one I used to use, but then they stopped updating it, so I went to this. But anyways, that doesn't really matter. Back to the add-on control panel and coordinates. I guess it's for, I don't even know, probably for the map or something. I don't even, does it have coordinates? Yeah, it does actually. Yeah, okay. So this is a really old add-on that like was a must-have. Before they had Quest Helper, you had to refer to like Wowhead or Thoughtbot or that kind of thing, and if you were stuck on a quest and you weren't sure where to go, somebody would generally tell you the location of whatever it is that you need to get to by coordinates, and you would just mouse over, you know, and then look down and see what the coordinates were. It was a must-have. Nowadays, I actually rarely even use it. It even tells you what my coordinates are, so it's alright one. It's not really something I'd like have to have, but I don't know. I guess it's just habit for me to have that one because I have used that since I don't even remember, but a long time I've had it. Maybe even vanilla, actually. I could be wrong. Maybe you have CT raid and cursor, or not cursor, coordinate or whatever. Pretty awesome. Cursor. This is basically the little trail that I have here. It's really neat. I don't know, it kind of helps. Sometimes I just lose where my mouser, I lose track where my mouse is sometimes in the heat of the moment, so sometimes it's kind of helpful to see, you know, where my mouse is amongst all the craziness. And deadly boss mods, definitely a must-have for anyone. I don't know anyone who doesn't use deadly boss mods. There used to be another one, another kind of, some people prefer to use deadly boss mods. There was another one, I can't think of it at the moment, but yeah, it's definitely a must-have because it helps you with bosses and dungeons and raids, and even has some help with PvP too, actually. So that's cool. And I have a lot of stuff here that I don't even have even updated or whatever, but I have some druid add-ons for feral and like healing. I used to use grid. That was a helpful UI thing for party for your for healing, but now I use voodoo or however you want to say it. I don't have that enabled either, so I'm not really going to show it. Then there's a thing called Mogget where if you scroll over a piece, it gives you a little preview of what it looks like if you're really into transmog stuff. Pawn. This is something I use to help me with gear, so I can go in here, compare. This is what I basically use it for. I think there's other uses, maybe not really, but it's basically to help you with deciding on which gear to use. So obviously this one's better, so gonna equip that one instead. It's really helpful. It's got all the different talent trees that you could use, so you can, you know, have it base like what's better than what, based on, you know, which talent tree you have, or spec. Although the talents are kind of different now. There's not really talent trees anymore. It's hard to get out of like the old lingo. Anyways, so my main unit frames here are the shadow unit frames. They are pretty awesome. I used to use X-Pearl for the longest time. I want to say Burning Crusade all the way to the end of Cataclysm, and X-Pearl got kind of buggy and I got sick of it, so I switched over to shadow unit frames, and I love them so far. They are really customizable. Like down here you can see my experience bar, and that might even be a reputation. Yeah, I have a reputation bar so I can see my progress, although you don't have to have those enabled at all. If you don't want them, you don't have to have your level or anything. You don't have to have percentages, just like whatever you want. It's awesome. Love it. I like having the little 3D picture too versus having the little 2D portrait. I've always really liked that. I just think it looks really neat. So yeah, and then what else do we have? Tidy plates. Tidy plates are basically how other people look, which let me go find some actually I'll just go to that later. Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to show you guys my auction thing. So my auctionator, basically I'll have to do a scan first. It scans the auction house for me, so I don't even have to look stuff up, which is neat. It's very convenient. I like it. Anything that helps me save time or is more efficient, I am all about it. And this add-on is great. I don't even know why it took me so long to actually use it and download it and everything. So yeah, I scanned the auction house. I want to sell something. What do I want to sell? I don't know. How about, let's see with the leather. Yeah, I need to sell that anyways. And yeah, it just does it for me basically. So here's mine, and it just undercut by like 5 silver from the lowest auction that's already available, so that's pretty sweet. Really convenient. Love that. Oh, I'm just gonna go ahead and put these up there. It's pretty sweet. So yeah, love that. And oops. And actually, I think it tells you how much something is. See, like I scroll over and it tells me what's going for on the auction. Pretty awesome. And now I'm going to show you tidy plates. I need to fly where there are enemies. Oh, it's terrible. Okay, so here is what tidy plates looks like. It just kind of looks more clean, I guess. It just kind of makes it pop more. As you can see, like when they're further away, it doesn't draw in, but yeah, I like it. It's like it. I think it helps me see people a lot better, especially horde characters. Like that's important. That's it for my add-ons video, and I hope this was helpful, and maybe you found now you know of a new add-on that you might want to go check out or try out for yourself. So yeah, and thank you so much for watching. Bye!